It's the 64 Showcase!
What kind of story do we have this time? Well, let me begin. One day, Mario and friends created a new world. That world was Mario Land. But there was one who didn't think too highly of the name Mario Land. It was that scoundrel Wario. Wario thought that since he was the superstar, it should be called Wario Land. But once he spoke up, an argument about who the real superstar was ensued. Then Princess Toadstool said, "I have a name we can all agree upon." It's just like the princess to solve a problem, they all thought, feeling a bit humbled. The name of this world shall be... Wah, wah, wah. So the raucous argument continued for a while, which is a little out of character, honestly. About that time, a terrible thing happened in whatever land. Without warning, Bowser appeared and began attacking Whoeversville. A good Koopa Troopa who discovered Bowser ran towards Mario and company. Then Koopa shouted as loud as he could, "This place with no name is being invaded by Bowser!" But he was ignored. But Toad, the only voice of reason, who couldn't stand it any longer, said, "Why don't we name this world after the superstar who defeats Bowser?" Mario and everyone else agreed with Toad's proposal. Immediately, they all began scrambling as fast as they could towards Mario Land. Will Mario and his friends ever be able to defeat Bowser? Have you ever played a Super Mario game before? This is the legend of Mario Land. Let us see how it unfolds. Hello everybody and welcome to the 64 Showcase. If you're watching this on the day it's uploaded, it is March 16th, which means it is my birthday, which means we are having a party, which means it's time for the second Mario Party CPU tournament, featuring Mario Party 2. In case you're unfamiliar with what that means, basically, we're gonna watch the computer compete against each other, and I'm gonna commentate over it, so we can see who truly is the superstar without any human interaction. So, let's get right into this. Welcome to Mario Land, or whoever's land it really is. We'll find out at the end. Though I guess considering Mario won the last CPU tournament, spoilers, it's appropriate that it's called Mario Land currently. But will Mario be dethroned? Well, we'll have to find out, won't we? So before we properly begin, we're gonna have to go over the rules, and they're a bit different from last year. Future Sparky in the editing room, please explain what the heck is going on. And explain I will, Past Sparky. First, let's start things off by taking a look at how the tournament worked last year. Creating a tournament for a 4-player game that only has 6 playable characters wasn't exactly easy. so I had to get a little creative in the way I set it up. The tournament consisted of 3 rounds. Round 1 took place between 4 randomly selected characters from the 6-character roster. First and second place moved on to the final round, whilst third and fourth place moved on to round 2 to face off against the 2 players who weren't selected to participate in round 1. Then, first and second place in round 2 moved on to the final round to face off against the winners of round 1. From there was one last match, and the winner of that game was crowned the superstar. It wasn't the most straightforward approach, but I think it worked out well overall. However, I did realize that there was an issue with how this worked after the fact. While this gave the losers of round 1 a second chance at superstardom, the losers of round 2 were not necessarily as lucky. Poor Donkey Kong only got to play 1 game before he was eliminated from the tournament entirely. I thought about it a little, and I wanted to come up with a way to make the tournament fair to everyone and give everyone an equal chance at superstardom. So, this was my solution. In this year's tournament, we're going to have 5 rounds instead of 3. The first 3 rounds will work exactly the same as they did last year, but we've got rounds 4 and 5 on top of this. The first and second place players from round 3 will move on to the finals in round 5, while third and fourth place from round 3 will face off against the losers from round 2 in round 4. Then in round 4, first and second place will move on to the finals as well, and third and fourth place will be eliminated. Finally, in round 5, all 4 players will compete for first place, where the superstar will be crowned. I do realize that it's a little convoluted. It's definitely not the most straightforward solution. But this way, all 6 players will get at least 2 chances to get to the final round and achieve superstardom glory. It's possible there's an easier solution to all this I could have come up with if I gave it a little more thought. But this is the last Mario Party game with only 6 playable characters, so future tournaments probably won't need as creative a solution. But anyway, that does it for the explanation of the rules. Back to you, Past Sparky. Did you get all that? Because I'm not explaining it again. Let's jump right into this. We are going to be starting off round 1 on Pirate Land. Probably one of the most iconic boards of Mario Party 2. And look, Toad's in a little ship. Yay. And the best Mario Party character selection music ever. It is phenomenal. Let us set up the game's settings. We are, of course, not going to be playing, but we have to jump in at the very beginning in order to get things going. Our competitors for round 1 are going to be Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Wario. And, of course, all computers will be set the same on hard difficulty. We will set Mario once we get into the game, and we are going to do a 20-turn game. A light play, as the game calls it. And of course, for an added bit of chaos, we are going to be including the bonus stars. Are these settings okay? They sure are, Toad. Let's go!